No one talks about how we've been tricked into hating the person on the couch more than the person on the private jet. We live in a world where we punish the person who sleeps, but we worship the person who owns the bed. We live in a world where a man can make $1 billion while he sleeps, and we call that smart. But if a man is too tired to work his third job, we call him lazy. We are told to look down at the person who has nothing and blame them for the hole in our own pockets. We are told that if we just tax the lazy, if we just squeeze the people who have given up, then maybe the rest of us will finally be rich. But look at your hands. Are they rich yet? Or are they just tired? I see why you do it. I see why you stay at the office until the lights go out. I see why you judge the person who doesn't want to run the race. The logic is simple. It is the internal math of a person who is terrified of being the next one to fall. You see, if you believe that lazy people are the problem, then you can believe that you are in control. If you work hard, if you never stop, then you won't end up like them. Right. You stay silent when the taxes go up for the worker but stay low for the winner. You stay silent because you want to be on the winning team one day. You rationalize the pain. You tell yourself that the person who has made it deserves every cent. Even if they haven't seen the inside of a factory in 10 years. You tell yourself that the person at the bottom just didn't want it enough. It's easier to believe the world is fair than to admit that the game is rigged. So you push. You grind. You look at your neighbor and you count their breaks. You call it productivity. But it's just fear with a better name. Sometimes I don't know if it's discipline or if it's despair. Sometimes I don't know if I'm a hero for working, or a slave for not knowing how to stop. It is a gray area. It is a heavy fog. We want to tax the lazy. But what is lazy? Is it the person who is too depressed to move? Is it the person who has worked 40 years and has nothing to show for it? Or is it the person who moves money around a screen and calls it value? Sometimes I don't know if the person on the couch is lazy, or if they are just the only ones honest enough to admit that the race is over. Sometimes I don't know if I hate them because they are wrong, or if I hate them because they are resting, and I'm not allowed to. That is the real conflict, the jealousy of the exhausted. You who sit at the top of the pyramid. You who watch the numbers go up while the world goes down. You who tell us that hard work is the only way out. While you pay your lawyers to find the holes in the laws. Look at us. Look at the people fighting over the crumbs you leave behind. You have convinced us that the lazy man is the enemy. You have convinced us that the person who wants a living wage is greedy. But you take the land. You take the water. You take the time of our lives. And you call it capital. You hold the power to change the math. You could tax the wealth that sits in vaults and grows like a weed. But instead, you tax the sweat. You tax the blood. You tax the person who is just trying to buy a loaf of bread. And you tell them to look at the lazy man and get angry. Stop. Stop using our exhaustion as a weapon against each other. We are not lazy. We are empty. We are squeezed dry. And we're starting to see that the person at the top isn't working harder. They are just taking more. We live in a world where we value growth more than humans, where we would rather see a stock price go up than see a child go to sleep with a full stomach. I am tired of the lies. I am tired of being told that the rich are the ones who carry the world. The rich don't carry the world. The people who build the roads carry the world. The people who pick the food carry the world. The people who teach the children carry the world. And they are the ones paying the highest price. Why do we want to tax the lazy more? Maybe it's because we can't stand to see someone walk away from the machine. Maybe it's because we want everyone to be as miserable as we are. But misery isn't a policy, and anger isn't a solution. We need to look up, not down. We need to ask why the person who does nothing but own things gets more than the person who does everything but own nothing. It is a somber truth. It is a raw reality. We are fighting a war against the wrong people. The person who is lazy is not your enemy. They are a symptom of a world that has lost its heart. They are a sign that the reward isn't worth the effort anymore. And you can't tax a person into caring again. You can only give them a reason to hope. But hope costs money. And the people with the money don't want to share the hope. They want to keep it in a vault. They want to keep it for themselves. And then they want us to blame each other for the darkness. My heart is a fragile thing. It has been broken by a system that tells me my only value is what I can produce. It has been bruised by the fear of being useless. It is tired of the competition. Do not break it again with your lies about fairness. The only fairness I want is the truth. The truth that we are all being used. The truth that the money is fake. But the hunger is real. Please, just be honest.